It is Monday. Welcome to the call. Today is Monday Motivation. I hope you had an amazing weekend. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I know it was Super Bowl weekend. Rihanna performed. She did an amazing job. She was pregnant. The Philadelphia Eagles lost, which is pretty amazing since they're in our division. But at the end of the day, I hope you spent quality time with your family. I spent time with my family this weekend. It was an amazing weekend. Some birthday is tomorrow. We had a birthday party Saturday. Um, and just got out of my weekly meeting with my COO to kick off the weekend, launching so many new different products and things. As we getting into our new business venture, which is an agency, we're starting to help for businesses that's looking for appointment setters and closers. So that's going to be a really amazing thing. But today is Monday, and I just want to give you guys some motivation to stop by and tell you that, it's February 13th. We're almost at the halfway point to the month. I think it's 28 days this month in February. It's not a leap year yet. Yeah, it's 28 days in this month, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, 28 days in this month. So that being said, guys, I just want to make sure that you stay focused. I want you to understand that you have to prepare, right? Some of you are just coming into situations blind, really blind, and not preparing for things and not thinking things all the way through and strategizing. And that's what strategy is for. And goal writing, writing down your goals and setting expectations with yourself that, at the beginning of the year, maybe you did start off strong. And now, February coming on and all your goals starting to wear off and you're just back to surviving. You got to get out that survival mode and get into a mode where you're playing offense and not just defense. Because eventually you're going to tire out, you know what I mean? So if you're trying to create a business from scratch and you don't have a great work ethic, it's going to be hard for you to get to that point. So that's one of the biggest things that we're going to talk about today. Also, I want you to drop your questions. If you have any questions today, do me a favor, drop your questions for me so that way I can answer as many questions for you as possible. You know the drill, guys. If you're new to watching my channel, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so you can get notified when we do go live. And like the video and share the video to 3 to 5 people if you can. So that way more people can watch and see the video. We do have a 2-day pay what you want event coming up. I recommend if you really want to get some good information, just click the link below. Pay whatever you can, man. Shout out to a person that paid $100. Typically, that's what our events usually cost or more. So I'm not picking on anybody. There's a bunch of people pay $1, $10, $20. That's fine. But shout out to the person who really stepped up to the plate and invested in themselves, even when they didn't have the options to, or they could have paid a little less. I appreciate that. That tells me where you at and how serious you is about yourself. But other than that, like I said, today is a day, Monday. You should be having meetings with your team. If you haven't met with your team today, schedule a meeting with your team for tomorrow or meet with yourself. If it's just you, you should meet and talk about your goals. Talk about what you want to do this week, how many calls you want to make, how many people you need to be following up with. Follow up with your old leads and set the expectations to your team that, hey, this is what we need to do in order to hit our goals. So do me a favor, guys, and let me know where you're watching from. That's really important to me. Um, yeah, let me know where you're watching from. And literally, that's important to me. But like I said, staying focused, staying motivated, weekly meetings, guys. Holding yourself accountable and come up with a revenue goal. Okay, I want to make 20,000 a month. I want to make 5,000 a month. I want to do 2 to 3 deals a month, 10 deals a month, and then work towards that. Because if you have a target and you know what you're shooting at, then you're going to hit that target. But if you don't know what you're shooting at, you just motherfucker, shooting in the dark. You don't know where you're hitting. You don't know where your goals are. So making sure that you recalibrate yourself. Right. This is a marathon. Right. Business is a marathon. You can be up 6 months and be crushing in 6 months straight, and then the next nine weeks or 3-4 months will be the worst fucking time of your life. That's just what entrepreneurship is. And the only way to prepare for them battles and tests is to stay consistent in what you're doing, how you do it. So make sure that you're focusing on yourself, your business, your goals, and your priority. And give yourself a time to write out all of this stuff, right? So there's a couple of apps that I can recommend. What I usually do is I just write out a bunch of things I need to do in a day outside of what my calendar dictates. Like it's called a to-do list app. And literally, I'm not going to show you some of my to-do list, a lot of sensitive stuff. But literally, write down stuff you need to do today, and then check it off as you do it. And I guarantee you, if you don't double or triple your production in the next 1 or 2 weeks, something's wrong. Because I've been doing this for the last 10 years, and it's been very effective. Because if I see it and I know it needs to be done, I'm gonna do it and move on to the next thing. It's the basic things of emailing back somebody something, sending back something to somebody, doing this, doing that. It's basic things, right? And once you master just being comfortable and being used to doing basic things, even when no one's looking, that's when you're going to start to see mastery, in your life, where you literally can accomplish and do anything that you set out to do. But you first got to master the little things first, right? So master just cold calling every day if you don't have a caller. Master meeting with your VAs every day if you don't, have the time. Master doing that consistently. Master pulling data every single month and paying the money for that. And once you get comfortable and you start to do things without even realize you're doing it, then that's when you really hit the ultimate point of mastery, right? What is mastery? Uh, Doing things without realizing that you're doing it, such as tying your shoes, such as driving a car, such as typing an email, right? And the only way to do that is to stay consistent at it, right? See, some people just jump on things because it sounds good, feel good for a few weeks, a few months, but then when the hard stuff hits them, they run away, right? And that's the biggest thing that I want you guys to understand, that real estate shows no mercy on anybody. It could be guys making millions a year. Think about it. You ever seen a story of a person telling you how much money they used to make, then they had to go bankrupt, then they got it back, this and that? Because if you don't stay on your P's and Q's at all times, it don't matter how great you are, how bad, good of a thinker, how hard of a worker you are, you will get caught slipping in entrepreneurship. So you guys got to stay focused, right? Don't worry about the next man doing. Don't be laughing and making fun of somebody if somebody's going through a rough patch in their life, because we all will be there, right? It's just up to how you're going to get through that rough patch of your life. How are you going to stay focused on the things you need to stay focused on, even though adversity is facing you, right? A lot of you guys probably going through some form of adversity right now. Ask yourself, how can I deal with this without taking away the momentum of what I'm trying to be, right? So I just want you guys to understand that we're here to help you. That's why we go live every single day. My team is there to be able to support you on the phone, right? It's not just about money to us. We definitely want you to make the best decisions when it comes to working with us and spending your hard-earned money. So just know that if you have a question, don't be afraid to book a call with my team. Just go to my website, co929.com /call, I think. Or no, just go to co929.com and there'll be a way that you can book a call. Shouts out to I think that's Anne. She had a call with the team. Antoine would like to inform you, France was great help to me last Friday, and I encourage everyone to reach out to Antoine's team for any help, questions, direction. Definitely, we're there to support you in any way possible. Like I said, February is going to be a momentum month for you guys because it's going to set up and determine the work that you do here in February will be the results in probably April, May. I guarantee you. So if you're following up with all these different people and talking to all these different prospects, by the time you make the money or ready to do business with them, it'll be a few months down the road, right? It's not like the people you're talking to today, you're going to make money from literally the day or even at the end of the week. It's a process in real estate. And like I said, real estate has one of the most longest drawn out pipelines I ever seen, where it takes months from pulling a list all the way to getting paid, right? So if you're not used to that, you have to start preparing for that type of stuff. So that way you can be used to this and you won't be like, damn, man, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to wait for this to close and do this. You just prepare for it. And the only way to prepare for it, honestly, is to do more of it. So do more calls, do more text messages, do more follow-ups, right? Send more offers, type up more agreements and DocuSign. Even if you feel like the person not going to sign it, type it up. because you first have to make the initiative and the effort before you're able to get the results that you're looking and want. So it starts off by just typing up the offers, get used to typing up offers, and then saying, hey man, every day I'm gonna send 3 people an offer. Even if you like, man, my VA's not generating enough leads, get your ass on Facebook, get you on the MLS, whatever. If you see somebody that's looking to sell a property, get them an offer. What's the worst thing that can happen? They can say no. That's the worst thing that can happen. But what's the most guarantee that can happen if you don't do anything? Nothing's going to happen. So I would rather get a no than not to see anything happen any day, because there's still a fighting chance that if I'm talking to that person, I can make whatever I got going on work. So that's some of the things that you guys got to do, is stay consistent and work on that perseverance to the point that you'll want to get to where you want to be. You know, you may be like, damn, I ain't made a dollar yet doing this real estate shit. Then ask yourself, why haven't you made a dollar yet doing this real estate shit? Because you lack the effort, you lack the discipline, you lack the consistency. That's mostly why. It works. Everything about this shit works. It's just that you got to show up to the table and put in the work. And if you don't show up to the table and put in the work, somebody else will. So when you call the prospect back 2-3 months ago later, and then they like, you ask them about the property, oh baby, I sold that house. What? Why you didn't call me? See, the attitude is most people think that people are obligated to do stuff for them. But see, in the real world, as you're working for yourself, you're going to learn really quickly. You got to kill the food you want to eat. And what I mean by that is you got to go out and you got to take down the deal. You got to get on the contract. You got to negotiate with the sellers and the buyers and deal with the crazy ass title company and their shenanigans in order to get paid. This ain't no union job where they got a 50-page book and they guarantee you all of these rights and you'll never be in a terrible situation. If you do, someone will come down here and fight for your rights. No. This is entrepreneurship at its finest, where if you don't get it right, you will regret it and you will be out on the streets or you'll be going through some type of financial burden in your life. So the question you got to ask yourself is, what am I going to do about it? What am I going to do about making sure that I'm consistent in what I do? What I want to do about to make sure that I'm submitting as many offers as possible? What I want to do about to make sure my VAs is talking to as many potential sellers as possible? So that's the biggest thing you guys got to understand, is if you're not willing to participate in your business and stay consistent through the good times or the bad times, you're not going to be where you want to be. You're not going to be where you want to be. That being said, it's Monday. And I know you're like, yo, why are we talking this shit on a Monday? Because you need to hear it. You need to know that how you start is how you finish. Right? You need to know that consistency is the key to most people's success. What happened if Jay-Z would have given up on all the record labels in 96, saying, you're not a good artist, we're not going to sign you? What did he do? He said, you know what? I'm going to sign myself. I'm going to create Rockefeller Records. I'm going to press and print my own records, and I'm going to put it out there until someone hears me out. And then they've discovered Def Jam, and they created a 50-50 joint venture partnership, and the rest was history. But if you're immediately accepting rejections from people right there on the spot and don't do anything about it, or don't find another way or another avenue to do what you're trying to do or to drive the results, you're always going to fail. Because you're not willing to do what it takes. You're not willing to go above and beyond. You're not willing to go through extreme measures to see the results that you want and need to see. So that's the biggest thing I got for you guys today. If you have any questions, drop any questions. Today's going to be a short and sweet live. This week is going to be full of things. We're training a lot of VAs for new clients. Very, very busy. Like I said, we're in the middle of launching our new agency. If you have a business that needs help generating leads, Facebook ads, closers on the phone, appointment setters, that type of thing, reach out to us because we're about to really dominate that space. But other than that, I can't wait to see the 2-day event. Just click the link in the bio, get signed up for the 2-day event in March. Pay what you want, guys. So why we do it that way? Because we don't want no excuses for nobody. We don't want to say, oh, I would have came. No. You show up. If you can't find a way to send us at least $1, then maybe this isn't for you. Because you have to be creative enough to overcome obstacles and solve problems. That's what this boils down to. That's what this boils down to. So the point I'm making to you is that at the end of the day, you guys got to stay focused. You guys got to stay focused. And if you're not staying focused, it's just going to show in the results. So when you look at 8 months down the road, you're like, damn, I ain't know where I need to be. Damn, I haven't accomplished the things I set out to accomplish. Ask yourself, how much time do you give in your business? How much time you give in your self-development? How much time you give in your growth? How much time you give in the ability to stay on the phones to talk to people? And if the answer is little to none, then there go your results. How could you expect to get a lot of results from something when you're putting a little to none effort in it? Whether it's physically, mentally, financially, it's going to show. That's just the way this shit works. So when we take on clients or we listen to clients and they call us, first thing I ask them, what have you done for your business? What investments you made into your business? What things have you done to improve the way you operate your business? Man, I haven't done anything. Why? Why haven't you invested in your business? Why haven't you did the things that you need to get your business to point A to point B? And then you're going to realize that two things. One, you're full of shit. Or two, you're not passionate about it. Either one is okay. Go find something else to do. But don't sit there and continue to lie to yourself and drag people along with you if your passion lacks in whatever you're trying to accomplish. I always say that the best people are very passionate about what they do. Why you think a school teacher willing to work for $30,000 a year and live a not so comfortable life because her passion for teaching outweighs the liabilities of not making as much money as she should be making, right? Or why do you think a person who's a professional boxer but haven't really gotten any big gigs booked shows up every day to the gym at 6 a.m. even though he haven't been paid the amount of money he deserves to be paid to be at the gym at 6 a.m.? It's passion. So when you understand passion and you understand the power of passion and the power of perseverance and the power of discipline, and you mix that together in a blender, you get a very motivated individual. So you gotta ask yourself, what motivates you and drives you right now to continue to do the things you're doing? Write that in the comments. What motivates you and drives you right now to continue to do the things you're doing? Are you willing to do the things you're doing for the next 2 to 3 months unpaid until the results start to come in? So like I said, we're gonna keep it short and sweet today. Um, and I just want you to continue your work week. I want you to continue your work week. I want you to stay on your grind. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to me and my team. That's all I ask. All right. Other than that, continue to do what's necessary to get to where you want to be. Tomorrow we're going to come in. Tomorrow we're going to have some amazing training too. So if you got time to show up for tomorrow's live stream, be here tomorrow. It's going to be very amazing. I guarantee you. You won't be disappointed. Other than that, I got a crazy packed day. Mondays is always crazy for me. When you run multiple operations, you got to give everybody your time. So I see you guys back here tomorrow, probably around 12:30ish Eastern Standard Time. Other than that, have an amazing day. Enjoy your Monday and listen to some of the stuff I take and actually implement it. I guarantee you in 3 to 6 months, you're going to be way ahead than most people in your situation. Other than that, talk to you tomorrow.